Good morning, everybody. This is just a quick evidentiary video. You know, I walk back and forth my property every day, and this is what happened overnight. Overnight, some criminals were on the property and vandalized this tree. Look at what they did. They puncture holes. This is what they do. They want to make it look like a bug did it. So what they do is they scrape the bark off, and then they puncture holes in the tree to intentionally cause bugs to go into it. Let me show you. They scraped all the bark off. And you can see here, they punctured a hole in it. This is not a bug. This is a human. This is a human that took a pick or something at the tree to cause this kind of damage. Here, look. That's not a bug. Look at that. This is deliberate vandalism. They pulled the bark off of this healthy tree. Oh, actually, it's a pine tree, so I don't really care. But they made it an eyesore. Now they made it to the point where I'm going to have to remove this tree. More money. But this is what they've done with your tax dollars. Your tax dollars pays community stalkers to come onto innocent people's property, destroy their property, pull the bark off of a tree, and then use some kind of a sharp object to cut holes in it. I'm sorry, guys, it's not a bug. Not a bug that did this. This is a human. Look at what they did. Overnight. This happened overnight. This happened overnight. Somebody dug holes in this tree. And this is what they did. Oh, maybe it would have been one of my neighbors, you know, the tree guy. But anybody could have done this. Look. This is just evidentiary video. It's an evidentiary video of what they did to this tree. This is a pine tree, by the way, I believe. Some kind of a pine tree. Here you go. It's not a bug. This is deliberate vandalism of a tree on my property. Trespassing, asset stripping, harassment, vandalism. There you go, boys and girls. I'm going to back up here so you can see. This is the pile they left on the floor. They scraped all the bark off the tree. And this is the way they left the tree. I know I will be reporting this as vandalism because that's exactly what it is. It's vandalism. Deliberate. There ain't a tree person in the world that's going to tell me that this happens overnight. With your tax dollars, everybody. And you can see here what they could have just punctured holes in it and then scraped it off. Here, look. Your tax dollars, hard at work. Jackson County, Kentucky, hashtag Jackson County, Kentucky, where the Satanists and criminals run free. The Freemasons, 3 of them, 3 lodges in one city. 3 lodges in one city. Okay, guys, this is evidence of deliberate vandalism. The healthy tree with your tax dollars. So anyway, everybody, I hope everybody's doing well. I want people to see. I want to prove what's happening here. And no, I'm not going to call the sheriff's department because the sheriff's department is in on it. The county lawyer is in on it. All the neighbors are in on it. They allow this to happen to innocent people. For profit, they want money. Oh, and also, with regard to lawsuits, I've now heard it twice in one day, in the last couple of days, that if you're going to sue, like I'm going to sue, it's not the state that you sue. You sue the city, the town, and the county. You don't sue the state. For some reason, you're not allowed to sue the state. I don't know all the details of it, but no, you do not sue the state. You sue the city, the county. So that's probably why when that police officer in Manalapan, New Jersey, sued the police department, he also sued the town. He sued Manalapan Township. He did not sue the state of New Jersey. So now this makes sense to me. And now I've got it in my head that you sue the city, the county, and individuals. So with regard to any targeted person, if you're reporting the crimes that's not being taken, that is being taken place at your residence, they're not accurately describing it. They're falsifying reports or not taking reports or photos. The individual who was supposed to do that would be part of your lawsuit. So that would be a police officer and a sheriff. If you're going to the county lawyer and they're not taking your complaints, even when there's with evidence, where there's a video, a signed witness statement, you sue the county lawyer. You sue individuals, cities, towns, and counties, okay? So that means that you would sue the sheriff's department or the police department, whatever it's called in your town, like it would be your local police department. If your local police department is also the sheriff's department, like in a small town, then you sue the sheriff's department. Sheriff's department is the one that's deploying your police officers. The sheriff's department has what is called a surety bond, S-U-R-E-T-Y. They're supposed to have a surety bond. It's sort of like a life insurance policy. It's a policy that is taken out for the term that they are in office. Through a FOIA request, I actually received the surety bond for the last sheriff because I FOIA requested it. I wanted to know. I didn't do anything with it at the time. You know, suing, well, I'm going to just tell you, filing lawsuits is extremely tedious and time-consuming. When I did it in New Jersey, it became easy for me because after you do it once or twice, you know the procedures, you know the departments, you know who to contact, you've got all your phone numbers in a row. When you move to a different state, their procedures are often different. Their laws are different, right? So there are different laws. There are different departments. So in New Jersey, I had all of my bases covered. I went to the sheriff's department. I went to the prosecutor's office. I went to the state consumer affairs criminal division to file a complaint. I also filed my first complaints with the actual perpetrators, the Manalapan Police Department. So you start there, and if they do nothing, you go higher and higher up, and if they do nothing, then you have to keep going. Then you get citizen journalists. Then you go to these police auditors online. Like, here's the deal, lackluster. You go to the civil rights lawyer. You go to Leto's Law with lawsuits. And if they find it interesting enough or egregious enough, they will air it. Once it's aired across the internet and gains attention, a lot of times stuff happens. Things improve. Or at least it is known. That's why when my county lawyer refused to take my complaint for a restraining order against my neighbors with evidence, signed a witness statement, videos, the sheriff's department would do nothing. Nobody would do nothing. You go to social media. That's why I'm on Neighborhood Wars on A&E, April 11, 2023. Anybody wants a copy of it? Because you have to have TV. You have to have like cable. I don't have cable. So I had to have a link made up for me. And I do have a link that that takes out all of the other people on that episode for that date. If you just want to see what happened with my neighbors. It's so egregious. There isn't anybody in the world that would look at that and say that those people should not be charged. That's how you know. You don't even have to ask if you're on some kind of a list. That's how you know. But when you live in a small town, the way I do, everybody covers everybody's back. It's sort of like being in a dysfunctional family. You're in a dysfunctional family, and everybody thinks everything that they do, all the criminal acts that they do, is okay. And when you have somebody in a position of authority, a sheriff, a county prosecutor, a lawyer, that is involved, that is organized crime. That's conspiracy against rights. Title 18, Section 241 and 243. I'm sorry, 241 and 242. So I'm going to go open up my gate here. I hope everybody's doing well. And I'm going to sign off for now.